B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N. 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 B-R-O-O-K. We well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Happy Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Happy Thanksgiving, man. I hope all y'all enjoyed Turkey Day or, family. Just spending time with family, food, family, friends, fucking, weed, drinking, whatever y'all into. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all enjoying it. You know what I mean? Shout to Cooney Jean Phillip, who is a member of the page. Let me give a special thank you to the members of the page, starting with Cooney Jean Philippe 5281, Maria Signal Moore, Jelio Marcus, Nets DNA, Beeman Boy 81, Joey BK, and GIHF underscore Carter. Shout out to all y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for y'all. I'm thankful for y'all. You heard? Happy Turkey Day, he said happy Mike 718 said happy Turkey Day, my boy. 100. Facts, man. Enjoy, man. I don't ever eat turkey, but I'm off today. I'm off work. So I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm gonna enjoy this day, yeah, for real. And I know y'all probably think y'all can't enjoy Thanksgiving without turkey. I can. All I just need is my bud, and I'm good. I need more than that, but you get my drift. Shout to everybody that's watching this. Shout to Nets fans. We the best fans. BC, the Max. I see you. I see the chat, man. I see the chat. Real quick, I wanted to say shout to Drew Timme. Yo, Drew Timme joined the Lakers because of what he was doing on the G League here and what he was doing with the Brooklyn Nets. That's what they seen. They didn't see him nowhere else. So again, salute to the coaching, the player development on this team by the coaches. Shout out to Jordy Fernandez and whoever what he got going on. You know what I'm saying? You heard DJ from X pull up and talk about Corey Vincent and what Drake Powell said about Corey Vincent, and that was last night. And listen, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout to player one in the chat. Yeah, man, Drew Timme done got a whole job with the Lakers. I say, wow. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of I'm not totally surprised. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he was definitely somebody was going to, pick him up on the team. Somebody definitely was going to pick him up on the team. So I'm happy for him, I'm happy for him. That being said, where Ice at, man? I know Ice be heavy on TikTok now, man, but he was telling us about Drew Timme because he was watching the G League. Where you at, Ice? Where I got Ice at, yo? Drew Timme is now part of the Lakers. I had seen some where they was talking about they had to let somebody go for him. I want to see who they had to go. Who they let go? Drew Timme was straight. Recognized it. Oh, he went to the South Bay Lakers, so he coming off of the bench. But he on a two-way. We gonna get to this. We gonna find out what's up. Cause I like Drew Timme, you know what I'm saying? Came here. And I don't think they kept Drew Timme because how you gonna give Wolf any minutes ever if you got Drew Timme, you know what I'm saying? So I understand. But we lost as the Nets, not having a player like this on our team. He could play. The Lakers, as y'all can see, Los Angeles Lakers signed him to a two-way contract. Um, let's see. Let's see. They said Timme most recently suited up for the South Bay Lakers, appearing in 6 tip-off tournament games, all starts, and averaging a team high 25 and a half points, 7.5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1.2 steals in 25 minutes of play. He was hooping. He scored in double figures in all 6 outings, including 4 games with 20 plus points. Timme was named NBA G League Player of the Week for games played Friday, November 7th to the November 16th. After leading South Bay to a 3-0 start to the season while averaging 30 points. Yo, he been straight hooping. He been straight hooping, yo. The 25-year-old has appeared in 9 NBA regular season games, 2 starts with the Brooklyn Nets 2020 last season, averaging 12.1 points, 7.2 rebounds, and 2.2 assists in 28 minutes. Collegiately, Timme played 4 seasons at Gonzaga. And talk about what he did there. Timme will wear the number 17. Koloko was originally signed to a two-way contract by the Lakers. He paid in 30. So Koloko might be out. Koloko might be out and he might be in. And it is what it is. Um, yeah. Shout Timmy. I know Bill Johnson met Timmy. He said Timmy was killing it for their G League team and now he's in a better situation. Like, yo, that's some real shit. Yo, he earned that two-way contract, you know what I'm saying? So shout to him, you know what I mean? I wanted to say, shout to you, bro. Word, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? When you was here, you was giving teams buckets. If anybody, if you gotta get ice on here and this dude D1, man, I did a live with them not too long ago, and we was speaking on how you could get the opportunity to get in the NBA. Just the course of getting to the NBA. A lot of it times come from the G League, and Drew Timme is a prime example. Imagine somebody like Timme who don't go right to the NBA, go to the G League, show out, and then he's getting a two-way contract. So every road isn't the same. Everybody's not going to be a lottery pick coming and just be hooping. It's not that simple. But I was hearing a lot of trade rumors. That's why I pulled up too. I don't know what y'all heard. I heard a lot of trade rumors. I heard something about the Celtics. We in a situation with them because we was interested in the 2027 pick. Maybe getting a lottery pick if it's a top 5 or top 5 protected. It's a lot of talks. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm trying to figure out where these rumors came from exactly. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, we got some Nets content though. We gonna pull up, see what's up with the what's up. As you can see, my guy Diego there.
Right here in Brooklyn, I feel like
about like what giving back to the community in Brooklyn means to you.
I think for me that means everything. For me, my family is the most important thing that I can care of, and right here in Brooklyn, I feel like this is like a big family, not just the organization of Nets, not just the fans, but the city of Brooklyn and city of New York.
About like what giving back to the community in Brooklyn means to you.
You heard us?
I think for me
That's big Brooklyn vibes right there. You heard? Shout to Diego at the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Don't like the Knicks though. You know what I mean? We played the I versus the Knicks. Here we go. Shout to Nets Kingdom. Nets Kingdom said Brooklyn Nick Claxton is expected to generate incoming calls to rebuilding Nets about Claxton availability, per Jake Fisher. Let's see what Jake Fisher talking about. What up, Jake Fisher? What's going on? What you said about Claxton? Let's see what's going on with Claxton. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. Let's see. All right. So now, personally, I don't know who want Clax. How they gonna get Clax? I can't even begin to think of what teams would want Clax. But I do know that we invested a lot of building with Clax. And okay, all right. So we got more. It says Brooklyn Nick Claxton expect to generate income and calls to the rebuilding Nets about Claxton's availability. Phoenix has made Nick Richards available for trade since this past summer. League sources say. I've also been told that Portland is forecasted to be more willing to move Robert Williams III this season compared to last season. Use of Nurkic, meanwhile, has performed well enough in Utah that he's also expected to generate some interest from rival teams. One final name to consider from the big man market, Orlando's Jonathan Isaac. So yeah, out of all of these players, how does Nick Claxton fit in the fold of all of these players? How does he make sense? Is he better than these players? Is Claxton better than these players? Bill Johnson in the comments, he said South Bay Lakers guard Kobe Buffkin earns NBA call-up with Memphis Grizzlies. Nice. We had him on the team and then we let him go and now he getting the call-up. Yo, I think Ja gonna get traded for real. Even Bill Johnson saying this in the chat. I think he get traded for real. Like they're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? It's inevitable almost at this point. I heard about this. Shout out to Nets Twitter, man. Tell Nets X, man, you might be on my show if you're on X. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, they want to bring Terry Rozier here. See, I can't put everybody on the show, man. Some of the stuff, but shout out to all of y'all for the content. We need the Nets fans. We want the content. But let's see what else is going on, man. Let's see what else is going on. Oh man, what's this?
To where
What's up, K? Kind
Is
of
that on your radar this season?
yeah, I mean, I think if I can help get this team to where my goal is to get this team this season, I think all that stuff will be on the way. And I'm not shy to say that. I think that's very possible. That's not what this season is not about winning the MVP for me though. This season is about winning finals more than anything. A finals MVP I'd be way more happy about than an MVP. You know what I mean? I think if MVP will come one day, Lord willing, if I can stay healthy and I continue to grow this, I think I can. But this team being successful is my number one goal.
But you is that on your radar?
They lost to Boston tonight after like a streak they had. Interesting to see what's going to happen with the Detroit Pistons. I hope they, come be better than the Knicks. I want to see them versus the Knicks again in the playoffs, but this time I want to see them win. Shout out to Cade Cunningham, man. He's a great player. I cannot lie. Oh man, I can't believe Reeves is this good. Like how? When? Oh man. Okay, this is a dope picture. But yeah, man, I was looking to see if there was some. I heard about Simons too. It was supposed to be Simons, and he hurt. Okay, here you go. Next frequent Boston Celtics Terrence Mann. We get Anthony Simons, Boston's 2032 first protected 1 through 3. No, I say no. I'm not focused on 20. I'm trying to win sooner than 2032. By 2032, I want our first championship. 2032, man. That would be the second rebuild. That had to be the second iteration of the. You know what I'm saying? Like 2032 is too far out. I ain't trying to. Know what I'm saying? Do that, nah. I don't think they do that. They just take Terrence Mann for Anthony. They just gonna give us that? Like, I doubt it. I doubt it. So let's see. All right. So yeah, if that's it, then that's it, I guess. But Diego Dominic Claxton was among the Nets who were handed to help distribute Thanksgiving meals essential to 125 families in Red Hook. Yo, Carmelo Anthony from Red Hook, you gotta know us. Like, are you there? Why you don't show us love? Because you a Knicks fan? Crazy, Carmelo.
Exactly, you can take whatever you can have to meet you. Hey, how are you? All right, so we have a whole box for you, but if you want to take something exactly, you can take whatever, you can have all of it. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Hi.
Hey, how are you? Here we go.
Good, thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving. Can I help you guys?
No.
Are you sure?
Do your job.
I don't. It's heavy.
We got it. Don't worry.
Hey, how are you? Here we go. This is for you. Here we go. This is for you.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving. Here we go.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Sweet potatoes. Oh, somebody told me about this. This is like it's like a sweet potatoes or something. I was confused. It sounded like a dessert or something.
Yeah, he said candy yams sound like a dessert or something. Big dude, if you don't know it, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Diego, yeah, man. Yo, somebody get him a plate of candy yams and macaroni and cheese. Somebody get Diego some macaroni and cheese and candy yams, man. Not the cat.
I heard you. Here we go. How can I not do that?
All right, shout out to the Brooklyn Nets, man. Y'all want to trade Clax? Just seeing this. I don't want to trade Clax, man. Look at Clax in the hood giving out food. Y'all want to trade? I'm not trading Clax, man. Trade Clax for what? Always talk about trading somebody, man. Clax ain't you good. You good. Clax, you good in the hood. You handed out. Come on, man. You handed out food. 125 families got right. I want y'all to see that. I want y'all to look at when this happened. Look at when it posts. When it posts. What day was this? This is November 26th. That's today. Earlier today. On a Wednesday, they giving food out for tomorrow. Come on, man. That's blessings. That's blessings. And y'all want to trade Clax? This who y'all want to trade? Nah. Money Mike 718 talking that shit. He said we need just one established star to come here and we back. What one established star you talking about? Huh? Who we talking about? Why he saying that? He's saying that because Clax, MPJ, and Clowney holding it down? Drake Powell and Diego are the starters? That's tough. That's a tough young team. We the youngest team in the NBA, and that's our lineup. Money Mike, what's the word, Money Mike? Who coming off the bench, Money Mike? What established star you talking about, Money Mike? Yo, what's up, man? I ain't trading Clax. I'm debating anybody talking trade Clax tonight. You talking trade
Diego, nice to meet you.
tonight?
Hey, how are you?
Debate y'all, man. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. He giving food to the hood, making sure we straight, doing what he should and doing everything he could. That's the man y'all want to trade? Y'all want to trade a man feeding the hood, giving back to the hood, made time in his day to go to Red Hook? It's cold outside. You see Yago on the North Face. What was that, a bubble jacket? You see Claxton in a hoodie. What we talking about? Yo, no, I don't want to hear no trade talk. We not want to hear that shit. Nah. Jordy Fernandez let Claxton get in his bag? Y'all want to trade Claxton because he's not an anchor in the paint? No. No. You get somebody else to be an anchor in the paint. Claxton's giving food to the hood. He putting up numbers. Motivate him to be a better defender on the perimeter. What up,
Bruce.
John? You motivate him to be a better perimeter defender. Motivate him to build with Drake Powell, build with Yago, build with Zaire. Be more vocal. Talk to each other. Stay connected. Stay tethered, for lack of better words. Do that. Talk. Communicate. Screen. Left. He going left. Right. Watch the pick on your right. Whatever. Pick on your left. Screen. Back door. Pause. With all of that shit, talk to each other. Make it work. Any soliloquy talking about trade Claxton got to make sense. And a lot of the things that I'm saying tonight has everything to do with not a hypothetical. If you play these players to their strength, they're going to win. If you play these players to their strength and focus, okay, this is how you got to the NBA, we're going to focus on this. Then we're going to play and develop you to do this, that, and the third. That's what's happening. They asking Clowney what he want to do. Clowney was shooting like this in the G League. They said, okay, you ready. That's player development. And again, for the point I'm making, John, Clax, we've been player developing Clax since he got here. He's the longest tenured player because he's a rookie. I'm just saying.
That's
a lot of player development.
It was nice what Claxton and the guys are doing, giving food to other people, man. That's always a great thing to do. That's how you build community. I think for Yegor especially, like for him to he's so authentic. You just tell with Yegor, he's so authentic being himself. Like you just see Yegor, like, man, that's a good guy, man. Like I don't even have to know he's a good guy. It's just the way he talks, the way he conducts himself. Like the guy's an ultra professional at such a young age. I look for more seeing just how he becomes a leader for this team because we need our young guys to be leaders of this future. They can't just be followers with these current vets. They got to be the guys eventually to take that torch and to be the next guard in Brooklyn. So I really hope Yegor keeps taking that to heart because it's really showing more just what he is outside of a basketball player. Now, the Claxton thing, I think we talked a bit on the
– slow it down. I agree with that take. I agree with that Yegor is built to play in this city. I think that he likes it. I think that he doesn't mind the winters. Like it's getting cold. He don't care. He good. Like I think he got comfortable in the sense where he is being treated like family. Make no mistake. They treat Yegor like royalty. When I tell you they prioritize Yegor to, and again, he has the charisma to be here. So yeah, I agree with that take, John, because he is somebody that sees the vision for the future for the Brooklyn Nets. He's going to be here, in my opinion, a minimum of 4 years.
Hopefully even more than that. And I don't know if you remember the podcast with Sarah Kustox. He said after my workout with the Nets coaching staff, I told them I'm going to be back. And they took that to heart. And he said, like, it felt like I manifested wanting to come to Brooklyn because that was my number one option. So that's what we want. We want guys that from day one, I want to be a Brooklyn Net for not only as long as they're impossible, but to ultimately win and win and win. So that's what we need in the players of the future. I mean, this year's about finding the next Brooklyn Net, and that's what's so frustrating the first month is we have these rookies, some of these rookies showing us they really, really want to be here. And there's some of these vets who, like, we know there's a high chance they could be moved or traded for something, and Jordy over prioritizes them. And it's like, listen, I get it. You want to make their values more than what they are. But like Breeze, we've seen it like 11, 15 games. We know what these vets' values are. Like their ceilings aren't going to be like there. Their ceilings are like right here, which is fine because they're supporting vets. But it's like your future is right here. And Podthorn, he says it so many times on Spaces pages. These other teams, they see the futures of their young guys. They play them, let them go through the highs and the lows, the middle tier falls, because it makes them better. And it's sad that our organization still doesn't take that seriously because you've seen the bits and pieces with Yegor, with Powell, especially Drake Powell. He's showing you pretty much everything he can do, and it's still like
But
not
now,
enough.
See the thing is what John, but John, what I'm trying to say, John, is that Drake, he did get injured twice early in the season, so you kind of have to be careful, in my opinion. Yeah, it's you as a fan want to be entertained by Drake Powell, but they asking him to be moderate because even though he may say, "Yeah, no, I'm good, coach. I'm good, coach." All players gonna say that. He probably, you know what I'm saying? They want to make sure they revamp his ankle the right way so they're not, you know what I'm saying, rushing it. Now, the best thing that can happen for the Nets, Drake Powell and all of these, everybody included, is the rest from Monday to Friday. You know, that's no basketball. That's just straight. You could just rest your ankle. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't out. You know what I'm saying? He looked like somebody focused. I don't think he's somewhere, you know, in a club getting his toes stepped on by some goofball. You know what I'm saying? Or some silly shit. I think that he's a player that when we don't see him, he's playing basketball. I think by that, I think in this month of December, we're gonna see his a minute increase and we're gonna see a shot attempt increase. I'm not worried about Drake Powell and I'm not worried about Drake. And I'm not worried about Diego Doman. I'm not worried about both of them. I think both of them are going to be a big part of this roster.
That's definitely long-term hope. It's good that their minutes are going up. Jaeger's been around 28, 29. Powell's around 20, 24. But the recent game, he only played 14, which is just shocking me. Maybe they're trying to build them up steady. But just when I see Jaeger and Powell, they look fully healthy, fully available. And I get it. There's a progression period. But it's like these guys are ready for bigger roles, especially Drake Powell. And I hope sooner rather than later he does get the starting nod to at least test himself because this guy, I think, is a steal of the draft for us because he has the athletic ability, the defensive ability, his scoring. Like, he could do one-legged teardrops, which is just crazy because some guys like KD experimented with that stuff a few years ago. So for this guy to be a rookie, it's like I pick up on stuff too. Like, it's great to see with young guys like Drake and Powell, Drake and Jaeger. They're very hungry and they want to prove themselves. So maybe this month in December, the training wheels could be taken off a bit more. But just to talk about the clocks and stuff.
Clax, we could get to that. Me and you, we gonna argue about that and disagree about that, but I don't really want to argue and disagree. I kind of want to continue the Drake Powell Diego conversation because they're gonna be teammates for a long time, in my opinion. And because they're gonna gain that chemistry, I want to see it. And my thing is with the two things that I think that they both should work on to make them go to the next level as a basketball player is the mid-range. Now, I've seen Drake Powell pump fake, get to the baseline, don't go all the way to the rim, put up a little floaty midi, and then go in. I said, that's fucking nice. I know good basketball when I see it. Now, I'm saying that to say, I see Diego, he do a play, and he gets to the midi, I think it was like to the left of the elbow. And it went in. Buckets. I said, oh, okay. Like, yo, if they could develop that, because I'll say this, then I'll pass it to John. Everybody knows that in the modern NBA, the 3 is favored over the 2. So there'd be a lot of sidestep 3-pointers opposed to like a pump fake sidestep 3-pointer, or not oppose, but pump fake, go forward, midi pull up. Nice. That's great basketball. That's if I think that's the next step, John, for Drake Powell and Diego Doman. The pump fake, step forward, midi pull up.
Right, I definitely agree. Yeah, and what's good with Jaeger is the last few games, you see him drive more into the mid range game, the layups, like just going through physicality and contact, like that's his next big step, and he is getting better at it. And the 3-point shot's been great. If he keeps up the 3-point stuff, I think he should represent us in the 3-point contest for the All Star game because that was one of his weaknesses, and he's made it a big strength in his first month. Like that is just great for him as progression. But the mid range game, like you said, it's been a good work in progress lately for him. Like he's really starting to try to do it more consistently. Like he's not where he should be at physically, but he knows that. But he's still like, listen, I'm not physically there yet, but I'm going to work to get there, and I'm still going to make progress. So heads up on Jaeger for just knowing what he has to work on, and then the fact that he's working through it. So that's very good to see him. For Drake Powell, I mean, the step back 3-point shot he does, like that's really good. Like the fact that he could just like fake a player, make it look like he's going to score one way, then he just slides over and does the other. Like that's just so great for his game. Like it shows that Drake Powell, like there's way more to his game than some people want to give him credit for. Like he studies a lot of film. I can just tell with some of the moves he does. He's like, I've seen players do those moves. He's like, I could take that and amplify it and make it better. So for Drake Powell, he's way more than just a 3-and-D guy potentially for this team. I see a potential starting scoring guard for us where he can score in a variety of ways and guard the best player on the opposing team. And he's already shown you spurts of guarding some of the best scorers in this league, which is just great for his confidence.
Now let's this is with the part where people may say, hey, he's such a Cam Thomas fan. Now, I just want y'all to imagine a world. Now, y'all gonna get what y'all want. Y'all see that he's not playing because he's injured. He might get traded. But on this page, on Big Fan Breezy page, since y'all like a lot of hypotheticals, I want to talk to y'all about a hypothetical. What if it do make sense to have the roster with Clax, Clowney at the 4, Clax at the 5. We'll find out. Hold on. Let me finish. So all first round. Clax at the 5, Clowney at the 4, MPJ at the 3 for the time for this season or next season. Cam Thomas at the 2, and Drake Powell and Yago at the 1, and Drake Powell the 6 man. Let me tell you why. Since Cam Thomas had let me start it this way. Since the modern NBA, it's a lot of the teams that win the NBA game win in that first quarter. Sometimes they go up big and they make teams trail. Now, me watching the game of basketball, when you go up big and you make teams trail, every NBA team ain't as good as equivalent to every other NBA team. Some teams, they get down big in that first quarter and they can't come back from that shit. They game. Now I ain't saying game over, they'll push, but it's sometimes take a, you know what I'm saying, John? A play that gets you to tie the game, get you to this tie the game, and then take the lead and then hold the lead and then win the game. Whether you are on the road or home. And I'm saying that to say we one-dimensional far as shot creation, in my opinion. If you just put if you put MPJ, it's you here.
You want me to just log out? I'll be right back.
What was that? Yeah, it's a me. Yeah, it's Echo. Yeah, pull back up, man. What happened, man? What's going on with your audio, John? John, what's going on, John? But yeah, man, real talk, man. I feel like, what I was saying to John is consistent with I'm in the soliloquy that I'm trying to get to about Cam Thomas. With Cam Thomas, I'm saying that since you got to score a lot of points in the first quarter, you start Cam Thomas. You take the pressure off of Drake Powell, a rookie. Like, you take the pressure off him. You take the pressure off him as a rookie to start at the 2. Even if he say he's ready for it, that's cool. You play Cam Thomas, but you don't play him dumb minutes. You play him like, he injury prone. Okay. Play him 6 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Play him the first 6 minutes. If he hot, like he ain't miss or he only miss 75% or 80%, keep him in the game. He missed 2 or 3 shots. Sub him. Because like I say, he'll come in, he'll score. Then all right, we need a coach that know how to coach this situation. You don't say, oh, I got Drake Powell, I don't need Cam Thomas. What about a team that got Cam Thomas and Drake Powell? That's what I'm saying, John. What is that so hard to fathom?
I think you make some interesting points, right? Is there a theoretical world where Cam Thomas could still be the starting 2 and you can just move Powell to 3 or have him be a 6-man? Yeah.
No. It's not at all. I don't want Powell at the 3. He's not an advantage there. He's the 6th man. That's my soliloquy. He's the 6th man. Like, he's the first player coming in, and you subbing out Cam Thomas because he's injury prone. But since the NBA is a modern game and you got to score a lot of points in the first quarter, you put a player like Cam Thomas in. You got Cam Thomas and MPJ. They're gonna, and you say, all right, no more ISOs, guys. No more ISOs. Run the pick and roll. The MPJ and Cam Thomas running the pick and pop could be the most dangerous, one of the most dangerous pick and pops out of the pick and pop options we got. We got Clowney for a pick and pop, and we got MPJ for a pick and pop. And Clowney could roll to the basket, and MPJ could roll to the basket. Bruh, you let Cam Thomas run the pick and pop or pick and roll with MPJ or Clowney. That's tough. You do that in the first quarter, we up. We going into the first quarter to the second quarter with 32 points.
I mean, it could definitely work. If this is where I'm coming from, though, like I feel like right now, if Drake Powell was a starting 2, a rotation of Yegor, Powell, and PJ Clowney Claxton, like you said, it'll be missing like that big offensive guy. But as far as what a defensive system could be with that starting unit, I think it'd be way more balanced. And these guys have definitely shared the ball a lot more with each other lately. I think that's been working. Now, this is where I know you'll disagree with me on this, but this is where Cam Thomas as a 6-man will become great for our team. Right now, off our bench, we don't have a guy that's leading anything. The Tyrese Martin bullshit, I'm just going to cut that cord right now. Listen, the guy is not developing at 26. He can score buckets, but Drake Powell, that guy's been doing more of the playmaking as a secondary guy, while Tyrese is going to catch and shoot guy. But this is where Cam would be great as the 6-man, Breeze, because he can control the whole second unit.
Hold on, John. Jordy Fernandez run a 10-man rotation. You don't see, bro. You trying to tell me you don't see Tyrese Martin in the 10-man rotation for Jordy Fernandez?
Not long term. If the guy was a few years younger and he actually developed more with our team as opposed to
hold on. No. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how many backup point guards are putting up the numbers. Only backup point guards are putting up the numbers that Tyrese Martin is putting up. You could put TJ McConnell in there, put them all in there. Who?
The standing teams right now.
Exactly.
For being frank.
Point guards, not Quentin Grimes, a 2-guard. Point guards.
Yeah, but that's where Cam actually. That's where Cam works as a 6-man for this team, because that second unit, he can run it however he wants. You could surround guys like Zaire Dare. You could surround the defensive weapons, and Cam Thomas could score his buckets in like limited minutes. He can also distribute the ball better. I just think for Cam Thomas, he's better as a focal point in the second unit than he was in the first unit. No, it's not trying to be disrespectful. It's looking at the system. The system in those first 6 or 7 games with Cam and whatever they were trying to do, it wasn't working. It was not working, Breeze. It was like trying to fuse 2 different styles together. Cam's style, where he needs the ball to be successful, and these other guys who were just standing and watching a lot of the time. Like, listen, Cam is a 6-man. Nobody's overstepping him. He gives you a great spark off the bench.
I can't give you that. I can't give you that. I can't let you make it seem like Cam don't know how to play without the ball in his hands. Like he ain't a catch and shoot player. Like he don't run around screens. Like, yo, they ask him to get the ball behind the 3-point line because he's a shot creator. He could, if they double him, he could pass it to somebody, and that's what they be wanting. And they was making that the second option of the team. Bro, he was running to the corner before he was getting the ball. He was running to the corner, then they would set a screen to free Cam Thomas. But they don't gotta do that first. They ain't so I'm saying they wasn't going to Cam Thomas first. You don't have to make it to where the ball is in his hands. It can be consistent with Yago having the ball in his hands. You feel what I'm saying? But I said all that to say Tyrese Martin as a backup point guard is a good point guard because he's a two guard transition into a point guard, and you gotta like cheat on defense. Like, damn, he finna score on my guy. He gonna score, you know what I'm saying? And if I don't, and that's how he can learn to pass like that. But he a natural scorer. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he gonna start in the league. I give you that. I'm not saying he's gonna start in the league, but I'm saying what backup point guard putting up the kind of numbers he putting up?
Listen, Tyrese has done good, but I don't see longevity.
Bro, we gotta know this question before we go anywhere, John. We gotta answer this question
about Tyrese Martin.
About what backup point guard put up the numbers he put up?
If Cam Thomas is in his role right now, he'd put up over 25 points tonight.
Not Cam Thomas. I'm saying around the league because I know you don't like Tyrese Martin, but I'm asking you for real. If he don't get traded, Tyrese Martin stay on this team. There's no other backup point guards putting up the numbers he putting up. We not supposed to trade Tyrese Martin.
It's not about trading Tyrese Martin. He's making minimum money. Like, we're going to pay him 5, 10, 15 mil with our important cap space next summer. Like, we guys got to be realistic here. Like, we're trying to build a winning roster next year. Do you want a guy that's 26, near the veteran-esque part of his career? Do you want actually a guy that actually can fit in your system? Now, this is where Cam Thomas fits as a six-man, because in the starting lineup right now, they have a system being put in place. If you have Drake Powell as a starting two, Breeze, listen, offensively, he doesn't do what Cam does, but he does the defensive dirty work, the stuff that Cam isn't well known for. And Cam could just come in, if the game is close, drop an easy 15, 20 points, get the lead, get our stars back in there. They play defense, they do catch and shoot threes. Put Cam back in, we're probably winning that game. I'm just talking about what fits the system right now. Having Cam in a starting unit with those guys, it just wasn't clicking. But if you had Cam as a six-man, he's running a second unit where he's the guy. He pretty much, the offense runs through him as a six-man. That's what I'm saying, Breeze. But this Tyrese Martin stuff, I don't see offense running through a Tyrese Martin. I just don't. I just see a guy trying to fight for his career, trying to fight for a contract, hopefully, because nobody else is going to give him the money that we probably give him.
No. So hold on. Let's have this conversation, bro. What's wrong with him just being money motivated? Like, yo, I'm a hoop because I'm trying to get this money. It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with a player being money motivated. Like, yo, if I hoop for real, they're gonna give me the bag. I'm not mad at that, because if they give him the opportunity to get the bag, he gonna have love for the team for that, because it is business. How much be in good business with you if you ain't giving me an opportunity? One of that 30-point game Tyrese Martin had, the first thing he did was thank Jordy Fernandez. He was like, yo, he believed in me. This and that. Since he said that, when you look at contrast his numbers from last season to this season, he might be the best improved bench player. I know that
was Zaire last year. Zaire was the best improved bench player. And then he got benched just now because he's not doing enough on defense. Have you seen our defense lately? It's been one of the worst in the NBA. There are guys like Terrence Mann, even Nick Claxton, he's doing well, but he was stinking up against Towns the other day. Like, you criticized the one guy you actually helped develop, and now you're saying this guy's not giving me enough. No, Tyrese Martin didn't give me enough. Tyrese Martin's not one of our best defenders. Yeah, he scores points, but is he locking people up on defense every night? Hell no. But it seems like Tyrese Martin's now getting the special Jordy treatment where this guy's putting his arms around him saying, yo, Tyrese, you're part of the system. You're a star in your role. To call a guy who's 26 developing a star in his role, what are we talking about here? Only Brooklyn puts vets on these pedestals. Like, look what happened with Dennis Schroeder and Cam Johnson. Their values are in the crapper right now.
John, you or player one cannot defend this comment. He said Tyrese Martin is a dime a dozen. That's not true. I asked John 20 minutes ago what a backup point guard is putting up the numbers he put up. You or him did not mention a player. You know why? Because Tyrese Martin is the best.
No, because we can't get a better player right now, because the goal is to get a top pick. Like, I can't throw out somebody that I want this year because we're actually not trying to win this year. Next summer, though, you ask me, I'll give you a full list of who could be better than this guy. Like, honestly, man, like, come on. Like, I would love a TJ McConnell. I'll be honest with you, Breeze. TJ McConnell, I know that I can let him go, but I would love TJ McConnell as our sixth man on this team. He gives you the grit, the hustle. Like, this would be a total Jordy player, TJ McConnell. Is he a great shooter? No, but he knows how to distribute the ball greatly, and he can find his buckets. Like, that's a guy I would throw Tyrese Martin out the door quickly for, because TJ McConnell knows how to be an elite six man. Tyrese Martin is not an elite six man. Drake Powell has been doing a lot of the playmaking work. Tyrese Martin's just been there to collect a lot of the offense.
So name one then. Name one. You say he ain't one, then name one. Who?
I just said TJ McConnell. He'd be a great upgrade over Tyrese Martin.
That's it.
You said name the guy. I named the guy.
So it's him and TJ McConnell. They in the class all lay on. That's it. You named the best player, bro. Okay, TJ McConnell. And who else? That's it. He number 2 in the league.
I would like Alex Caruso on this team. I think Alex Caruso would be a great six man for everything he does. He plays winning basketball.
You got it. No. You got it. I'm not gonna argue that. Okay, you got that. That's 2. Who else?
I don't know if he's a six man per se, but Bobby Portis, like, he's a really important bench piece. He can score in different ways. He's not really a six man, but like, if you're asking for a guy that could give you buckets,
I'm not saying point guard. I gave you those 2 players because they guards, point guards. TJ McConnell and who else you said? TJ McConnell and who else?
Alex Caruso, because he could distribute. He's been a good bench piece. Yeah.
Okay, so those are the 2 point guards that I agree. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, okay, who else? Sound like top 5 to me.
Basically, any six man that's on a great team right now, I want to have over Tyrese Martin. Like, we need an actual guy that is a six man. Tyrese Martin, he's not like, this is the thing with Tyrese Martin and Terrence Mann right now. They're being profiled as point guards when they're not point guards. Like that's like such an issue right now, because you have guys that could be point guards, but they're like waddling away in the G League. Like, look at Nolan Traore. If he does well this next year and he gets called up and Tyrese Martin gets a bag over him, how does that affect Nolan Traore's development? Because Nolan Traore is a point guard who could be a six man for us. But you get Tyrese Martin the bag, what happens to Nolan Traore? They just become a footnote in the G League? Well, I mean, let's ask the questions here.
Hold on. What I will say is, nah, bro. I don't think it's that simple. I don't think that Nolan Traore is going to ball out in the G League and he don't get no minutes with the Brooklyn Nets. I don't believe that. I believe once he starts balling, and again, you got to realize that's why I brought up the Drew Timme situation. Basically, what up, DJ? That's why I brought up the Drew Timme situation to say that shit, the Nets going to be known for that, knowing how to scout players in the G League to give them an opportunity because they ready for the NBA. You see what I'm saying? He got a 2-way contract with the Lakers. So I'm saying that to say they know that we know what we're doing as far as scouting players in the G League. Now, we got to take advantage of that. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, man, got to pay attention to the roster and what it look like. What up, though, DJ? Talk to us, man.
Yo, Breezy, what's the word, my guy? What's up? John, what's good, my brother? John, what's up? What's up, brother? Yo.
No, we talk about Tyrese Martin taking Nolan Traore minutes. But Nolan Traore, is he ready for the NBA? Y'all saying that? That's what y'all saying?
Got you. So all right, so check it out, right? I don't know if you guys spoke about the rumors that was posted today. Yesterday, today. What time is it? 1:47 a.m. East Coast time. But my thoughts on Martin, Nolan. Listen, Tyrese Martin, he's a good shooter. You know what I'm saying? He can shoot the ball, but right now, bro, he's not a true point guard right now. Like,
exactly.
The Brooklyn Nets right now today do not have a true point guard, and the point guard that we do have right now, those are not set the guys up point guards at this age, right? These kids are 19 years old.
Well, hold on.
Not true.
DJ, you agree with you agree with Bill Johnson? He a moderator. He this is what he said. He said the Nets need an 8 to 10 assist type starting point guard, or they're going to continue competing for the lottery. I don't know if I agree with that. So listen, if I don't get I'm gonna ask DJ. DJ, you agree with this? I don't agree with that.
So I don't. Here's how I feel, right? we need a point guard. Number one, we need a point guard that is better than Terrence Mann. That's number one, right? And it's very simple, right? We need a guard.
Yeah.
He's not even a point guard, which is hilarious.
Down, yeah, right. Well, he's our point guard because we're tanking.
He's Jordy's point guard, DJ.
Any other season when you're not tanking, nobody's playing him at the one, bro. Period. I'll put it just like this, right? We need a listen. He is he right? It's cool to get your assists, your 6-7 assists, stuff like that. But I want to see, can Igor play that one spot and see can he do it, because he got the little vision, little passing vision. He is 6'8", you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. He got to play way better as a 6'8" guard. But the Nets gonna need a good couple assists, if we want to like contend sooner and rather than later. So these guards, they're gonna have to step it up, man, because Jody don't play no games, man. He don't play no fucking games. So they're gonna.
Yo, hold on.
Right.
Yo, DJ, I'm trying to tell John that when Nolan Traore ready, Tyrese Martin is not going to be in the way he's been. That's all I'm trying to say, bro.
Right.
We'll see. We'll see how Jordy runs that.
Good basketball, man. Like you take. Come on, bro. Like, nah, you making it seem like he really gonna be doing the most. Like, nah, bro. Jordy Fernandez has been good at. He explained why he benched Zaire Williams. It's not like he now articulated it. The press is asking about it in the post game. Like, yo, why I ain't getting no minutes? And Jody had to answer that question. And I said, shit, he felt like everybody that's getting minutes is knocking down the three ball. So if I knock down the three, I ain't forgot to worry about the defense. But Jordy wasn't jacking that shit. Like, nah, you got to play defense. That's what you was doing. I remember he locked up Brandon Ingram. I was like, yeah, you my favorite player. Yo, I'm not going to lie. Zaire Williams became one of my favorite players on the Brooklyn Nets when he locked up Brandon Ingram. It was a defensive play, not an offensive play. So I get why Jordy Fernandez did that. You know what I'm saying? He traded him and no shit like that.
He said he challenged him by not playing him, but it's like you gave Jalen Wilson minutes, but what we've seen Jalen Wilson all season, he makes a few threes, plays 20 minutes, but he gives you 6 or 7 points. Like, is that guy playing better defense, Jordy, than what Zaire was giving you whole last year? Like, Jordy's comments this past season so far have been really like all over the damn place. So I'm challenging the rookies. I'm challenging Zaire, but I'm still playing Jalen Wilson. I'm still playing Terrence Mann. Like, Jordy, you don't want to embrace development. We get it, but you know what? Hopefully Sean Marks takes away some of these cheat codes for you so you have nothing to cheat about. You got to play your rookies, man, because Jordy's trying to bend the line here, but there's no bending here. You got to embrace what's in front of you. This Terrence Mann, Jalen Wilson, Tyrese Martin BS, come on. We're in a rebuild here. We're not in the G League. We're not in Euro. We're in NBA, bro. Come on. This is like horrible. I got people telling me on my Twitter we're developing a 26-year-old. No, we're supposed to be developing 18-year-olds. Come on. I can't, man. Like, this is a problem. This organization puts vets on pedestals, and then they go to other teams. Either the values go on the crapper, or they win a ring. What about us?
My man took shots at Cam Johnson just now, bro. That's crazy.
Oh, Scam Johnson? Well, we'll talk about it. We'll say that for a whole different show, though. We talked about him a lot last year. Can I be honest with you, DJ? Of all the people that left his team, he was the most I was happy to see leave the door. I'm not a Brooklyn fan because I don't want you wasting your opportunity to get a top pick. I'll say that every day, Scam Johnson. Look at you now. You can't even be a fifth option with the Denver Nuggets. Hell, it was easy to be a pretend number one option here because you had Sean Marks kissing your butt. But now with Denver, you can't even pretend to be a fifth option. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Stop it.
Yo, I was thinking about
got embarrassed us. He was in a 3-point All-Star game. He got eliminated the first round, Breeze. Remember, Breeze? He represented us in the All-Star game for the 3-point contest. He got eliminated in the first round. All that talk. You got eliminated in the first round. Stop. I can't. You go, DJ. I just can't win him.
Yo, I was thinking about today.
Yo, Notorious. Hold on, Jack. Yo, Notorious. What up, yo?
Oh,
What's
Joey, go ahead, bro.
what's going on? That's
You,
faithful.
yo, what's the word, man?
Chilling.
What's the word?
Hey, Joey.
Yo, yeah, nah, I gotta make you get the, know what I'm saying, change the topic real quick, know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Go ahead,
want to
Joey,
go.
touch
Oh,
us, man.
yeah, go, Joey.
What's up? What y'all talking about? Y'all talking about the
Yo, we talking about like Martin knowing
Oh,
and I want to speak
yeah,
on
nah, nah,
I want to speak on the rumors that we saw on X today about
hold on, DJ, hold on, DJ. I got you, yo. He
I
a
got
real member on the page, so I'm just giving him a privilege for real. Know what I'm saying, yo, Joey BK. All right, so you're a member on this page. Like, what you want to talk about? You see the title? Anything in that title you want to talk about, or if there's anything else, you know what I'm saying? Let us know,
the
man. You're a
only
member.
thing I really seen on Twitter today relating to the Nets. I'm pretty sure y'all saw it too. Y'all probably talked about it already. Was Nicholas Claxton being a trade target this upcoming deadline, and the Anthony Simons.
Yeah,
I guess the Nets were in talks with the Celtics about moving him here or something like that.
yeah,
So
unscrupulous comments, man. Unscrupulous.
yeah, I mean, here's the thing with Claxton, right? Listen, like I said, I'm not a big Claxton fan, but I give him his props. Like, he's been playing well this year, and you know what? It is what it is. But I mean, if we could move him for some assets, I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like, but then if he stays, I mean, I kind of be
What
pissed. I wouldn't.
assets? No. What assets, bro? He was in Red Hook handing out food for the families, 125 families. You want to trade them?
He also handed out a
No.
$300 clothing line, Breeze. Remember that one? I ain't paying for that. I ain't paying for
Yeah, but the thing, I don't know. Claxton's a hard one, bro. Because here's the thing, right? Like I said, um,
What
you don't want to.
assets?
Here's the thing, right? He's been playing well, right? He's been playing well this year. But you got to ask yourself, is he a piece moving forward with this team? Has he hit a ceiling? Is it more left in the tank? You don't want to hold on to him and he revert back to old Claxton, and then you can't really get up off of him or can't have that much value for him when it comes to moving him. So I kind of get it, but then again, he is playing well, so I don't know. It's a
All right,
gamble,
so
man.
hold on. So when you look long run, Diego gonna be here for 4 years. You don't think Diego being shot up to the mid range could find Claxton and PNR? You don't see
No,
a
I think,
PNR
but
between
here's
him
the
and
thing.
Claxton?
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, right? That's cool and all, right? But me personally, bro, I'm sick of it. Like, I want us to get a legit big man. I'm tired of getting big boyed in the paint, bro.
Cook, Joey,
You know
cook.
what I'm saying? Like
Come
the
on.
PNR, like the PNR shit is all cool and all of that, but that's just a part of the equation. You know what I'm
We
saying?
need an
Like,
anchor. You saying the anchor on defense is
yeah,
more
man.
important
Like,
than
yo, like if
We
you
need an
gonna keep,
anchor, not a floater. We need an anchor, not a floater, bro. That's what we
that
need.
was
okay, here's the thing, right? If you gonna keep
cold as
Claxton,
hell.
you gotta get
I
rid
know.
of Dayron and get a real center here, bro. Because we need somebody who can anchor the paint. I'm tired of us being small and struggling to get rebounds, and we can't protect the paint. Like, that shit gotta stop. I'm sick of that.
Right.
getting
Right.
getting killed by a cat every
Yeah.
game.
Got
Like,
beat by the
whoa,
big meow,
Yo, I
bro.
ain't
Come
gonna hold
on.
you,
getting killed by a cat was nasty.
You said
bro.
it yourself,
Listen,
though,
I
Breeze. He got killed by Cat the other night.
Nasty,
like this
Cat.
nigga.
nasty work, boy.
Hey,
Yeah.
Breeze, didn't you say it on whose show was you on the other day?
Gary's. He's on
Yeah,
Gary's.
you was on Gary's show. You was saying that he
Yeah,
got killed by Cat.
he did.
That is not in lives.
I said,
Claxton's
and I
lives right
said,
now,
I said,
0. I
yeah, I
can't, man.
said
I can't.
the cat came in, scratched up the couch, done fucked up the
Yeah,
shit. You know what I mean? You
but then
thought you
again,
had a domesticated cat. That shit was a bobcat for Clax, man.
but
I
Breeze,
was
like I
tight.
said, I'm not saying
Of course.
I don't see some good things and improvement from Claxton, but I can understand why people like John will want him moved, because it's like, yo, like, Nah, this ain't he ain't a long-term piece. We need a real center. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. And just that's
So
my point with the Boston deal. Like for the Nets, essentially we're swapping. Wait, let me just
Yeah.
say some clarity
Yo,
on
hold
why
on,
that
hold on,
deal
because
was.
I'm gonna read. Yeah.
Just
Go
real
ahead,
quick,
then
just real
let
quick. Like
DJ,
the
then
reason
you
why
on.
the deal with Boston works is we're essentially swapping out Claxton's 25 mil for Simon's 27. We actually get $2 million extra in cap space. Like right now, we're projected at $44 million. You move Claxton's contract with the books, we have over $50 to $60 million next summer. We might have a center right now, but you could try out Danny Wolf. You could go for a center in the trade market or free agency. Like just like Joey said, Claxton's hit a ceiling. Listen, he's done well this year, but it's nothing we haven't seen in the last 7 years. He's a late bloomer. But you get beat by a guy who's not even a center. It's like, damn, you could beat all the guys that are smaller than you slightly, but against the real big bad talent in the NBA, Claxton's just been crushed, crushed, crushed. I mean, I saw Jalen Durant tonight against Boston. Holy crap, the kid's 21. He's already got a bodybuilder body. Claxton, 7 years, man. You've been the ectoskeleton, dude. Enough's enough. Like, it is time to trade him to Boston, get the Simon expiring contract, have over $6 million of cap space, and go get a center. Or try Danny Wolf. We have options. But right now, with MPJ and Claxton making $60 million together, we're not going to have any chance to build anything next summer. At least cut one of them
Here's
out
my
of here, and
so
we have more
John.
flexibility.
Here's my thing with the Simons thing, right? I see what you're saying, but if Simons comes here, that creates a backlog, even more of a backlog in the backcourt. Like we have to get rid of somebody. We have to get rid of Man. We have to get rid of Therese. We have to get rid of somebody if Simons comes
Hey,
here.
well, I ain't gonna hold you. They were saying some people. Somebody said that. I put Dayron and Man in the trade for Simons, but nah, bro.
Why would Boston want Terrence Mann? That's such a bad deal. I don't know who's putting it out there, but come on. I'm the one.
I want to give boy. If I am getting Simons back in that trade, bro, I want to see. I don't know how much money is Nemas, whatever his name is, Kia, whatever his name is, stuff like that. But I would like him back in the trade if I'm getting him Claxton in a return. Like I'm gonna need at least one big on Boston at least back in that trade. If I'm getting you fucking Claxton shit, but
here's the thing though. So if you do move, let's just say hypothetically, you do move Man to Boston for Simons, it works rotational wise because Simons can take over Man's spot,
Simons is
and
playing
then Drake Powell can back him up. So
yeah, it's a fact, bro.
Maybe, but at least with the Claxton move, though, we can maybe get a pick out of it. You just trade Terrence Mann to Boston, and they're not giving us a pick. I think the problem with the deal right now is the Nets wanted an unprotected pick, but Boston's like, I don't give any picks. Let's remember, Brad Stevens is a smart man. This guy traded KP. This guy traded KP and Drew Holiday without giving up one first-round pick. But if they want a center from us, you got to put a pick on the table. I think that's what's holding things up here. Is what's the pick?
Yeah, but he can be a smart man or he won't. He not gonna get something just because he wanted. Listen, we know that Boston is in a pickle right now, so they ain't really got no leg to stand on to be calling no shots for real. So you either give up the pick or you don't. We just don't do business with you. It is what it is.
Exactly.
That's what's coming down to. It's the pick.
Let's go to Brooklyn LM. Brooklyn LM, you there?
Yeah, I'm just listening.
Yo, so hold on, talk to us, bro. What you think about all of this? I mean, you've been listening, so like, what you think about Clark staying on the roster? I just want to say before we start that he helped hand out to food to 125 families in Red Hook, Brooklyn today. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's up to the front office to see if they trade him or not. I mean, it is what it is. This is the best he's been playing. Only question is, what team is going to give his contract? That's the question that everybody's wondering. He got the contract at a.
Yo, y'all hear that? Or is that me?
LM, you're a little mumbled, buddy.
LM, speak up, buddy.
Brooklyn LM.
He must have been doing something.
Yeah, hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. Way better. Way better.
Yeah, but I think we gave him his contract at a reasonable time, but I don't know. I think he's gonna have to. I see the Boston deal. I don't know. It's just with Brad Stevens. I don't know if they would give off a number 2026 first rounder. Simons kind of creates the backlog because I know a lot of people want Yeager and Drake Powell to start. So that kind of creates a now you, and not only that, what do you do when Cam Thomas come back and you make that trade? You got Cam there, then you have Simons there. It kind of creates just a clash towards me personally, that two guard spot. I think Yeager is secure at the one. He's getting better each game, but I'd rather we get, for me personally, with Clax, I'd rather we get, some draft capital back than, a player. But
Well, Boston
like
has
I
their
said, it's just
2028
which team is going to
first.
be able to
So
do that.
Boston has different firsts to go up to us. I think the one I keep hearing is that 2028 pick, which is 2 years. And if they make it a top 5 protected pick, if it's out of top 5, we get it. And if Boston keeps Tatum and Brown together, it's actually not a bad gamble because if they're playing still as a playoff team, that pick should convey our way. So if that's the only way this gets done, fine. Like if you
John,
want
how
to,
do you feel about?
Hold on. What I'm saying
Wait,
is,
what,
what I'm
Dylan?
saying. Hold on. I just wanted to include this real quick, Joey. And I'll ask you this, because basically I was asking the fans that one trade class. So basically, my question is, the ankle on defense, he can't just come off in the bench, or even if it's a world where a net fan world where Clax is coming off the bench and the guy that is the anchor on defense starts, right? Say we have that happen, right? And then Clax just come off the bench. Like, we got to trade him for that.
That's nasty work, man. The guy's making over $20 million. He ain't gonna come back to be a bench guy at 10 mil. We did that. So we lowballed him 2 years ago, saying he had to prove himself. Now he'll likely walk.
Let's have the conversation then. Him going to another team, he just an automatic starter on that team?
With Boston, yes. With Boston, yes. They don't have a center, so yeah, he'd start with them.
I think he starts.
I think Clax is a fringe starter. It all depends on what team he's on. On a very, very good team, he's a backup center. On an average team, below average team, he can start.
So on Dallas, a healthy Dallas, he start?
Not over Lively. Or Gafford.
Over Lively? I don't know.
I don't think he does.
I don't think he starts over Lively or Gafford.
Here's my thing. I wanted to ask John and the rest of the panel this. What do you say to Nets fans? Because I've been seeing this a lot on Twitter. Who's saying that, and even Player One is in the comments saying it. There's no way in hell we're getting a first rounder for any of our vets, including Claxton.
I mean, the way MPJ and Claxton play, I think both their values are at that first, round pick. I even say with Detroit side against Boston, they could have used an MPJ because Tobias Harris was chucking up shots again. Like, they don't have a third star option. So teams that are looking at trying to win right now, you have to beat OKC right now. That's the team to beat. And MPJ and Claxton could be good rotational guys. Like, they both got their value up there.
So hold on. Let's slow it down a little bit, right? Because as far as talent being on this team, we could agree that we got Clowney, right?
Yeah, he's part of it right now. Yeah.
So just to get past the suspense of it all, I'm trying to say a lot of our talent come from the draft, right? We agree on Powell, we agree on Clowney, we agree on Yeager.
Yeah.
So that's 3 right there, and they're important players to our team. So what I'm saying is, any of these players, any of these franchises that try to flex like they want Clax and try to give us crumbs at the table, bringing favors to the table, trying to bring us crumbs? Nah, they got to give us big money. They got to give us the draft pick we want. If we don't get the draft pick we want, why are we interested?
We get the cap space.
Hold on. Unless it's the ankle on defense that Notorious is talking about. If it ain't the next, if it ain't what Notorious is talking about, then they have nothing for us. Stop taking deals that don't work for us.
Breeze, we go from $40 million in cap space to over $60 million in cap space if we get Simon's contract. We can have over $60 million next summer to go after an actual center if there's one available. Like, that's good optionality than just saying, we lost Claxton. No. We have options after that. That's actually a good time to do it because we can look at what the market is this summer, or we can see if Danny Wolf should get a shot. Like, that's the best way of going about this trade with Claxton is you have options at that point. We can hit the trade market to get a center. But what Joey and Elam have said is you need an actual center if you're going to go up against the Durans, the Jokers, the actual bigs you got to beat if you want to win. And Claxton, against the best right now, he's barely holding up water right now against them. Barely swimming above water against them right now.
Yo, what y'all got on this, man? What y'all got on this, bro? Y'all agree with? Where y'all stand on this, man? Because let's just settle this right now. I ain't got no poll. I don't post. I don't know how to put the poll in the chat. So chat, man, where y'all stand at, man? Because we like, come on, man. We supposed to be brothers. You know what I'm saying? How long we gonna argue about trading Clax? I just said he was in Red Hook giving out food to 125 families, man. Just for one night, I can't get a trade Clax, man. Come on, man.
Breezy, what's more important, Claxton giving out turkeys or the Nets contender for a championship?
What's more important, a championship or Claxton selling $300 of fashion?
No, man. I think some players. So I don't know. I think with Clax, his time might be up, man.
It's two different things.
I think Clark's time might be up, man.
Yep.
But that's the thing. I like a lot of the rosters that y'all see, a lot of the championship rosters, they ain't have the same players that they drafted on there. Like, it's a few of them on there, but some players they had to make peace with. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
but hold on, but let's keep it real. Hold on. Brooklyn LM, were they right for letting Bruce Brown go?
who the Nets? I mean, I
Hell
don't
no.
know.
Hell no. That
they
guy was the
wasn't.
best guy, role guy, man. Come on.
That's what I'm
Nah,
saying.
they wasn't.
Like we have to look at what the Nets done and question whether the fans have it behooved the fans. I speak for the fans.
Yeah, but we knew Bruce was going to ball out. Bruce proved himself here, and we knew he was solid. You know, the thing is with Clax, even though he is playing well, you question if he's going to continue to do that. I mean, I'm just not buying into it yet. I don't know. I don't trust it. So I think you should sell on him while the price, while his value is up.
But hold on, what about what we actually asking? Like, somebody said a 2032 pick Notorious, that ain't good enough. By then, I already want the Brooklyn Nets first championship, first ring. You be talking about, like, come on, are you really?
I mean, if Brown and Tatum leave in 3 years, then if Brown and Tatum leave in 3 years, that pick becomes super valuable. Look at the Nuggets pick we have. Joker's will be at the end of his career by the time that pick is good, and if he requests a trade in a few years, that pick becomes really good. Like, some teams are now thinking about, like, instead of giving a team a pick that's 2 years away, I give a pick that's 5 or 6 away, where, like, it may benefit them or it may not benefit them at all. Like, there's actually a good long-term gamble taking a pick that's maybe 5 years away. Like, that pick could benefit us potentially too, because it becomes a trade chip if Tatum or Brown ever decide to break up as a duo. That's not like the worst trade in the world for us.
Hey Breeze, I gotta ask you a question about your man. I saw something on Twitter about Cam Thomas might be cooked because they asked Jordy about his hamstring.
Right.
And he said he didn't have an update on Cam's hamstring. So Nets Twitter is going crazy talking about, oh yeah, get rid of him. He don't get rid of him. Yeah, see, he's damaged goods. He doesn't have any value anyway. How you feel about that?
I'm hurt. You know, I feel like they didn't have to take it there. You know what I mean? I feel like somebody like Cam Thomas done seen all of these different coaches. He done seen all of these different players come and go. He done seen his homie, get into it with the team that he's at, making him look away. He trying to be more professional and possible. Imagine your homie at work, you go with him, you like, yeah, you the big homie. And then your big homie say, fire the coach and the GM. And then you still got to work there. Like, come on, bro. It's just an awkward situation for Cam Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think at the end of the day, because Cam Thomas got a loyalty to who they got it bad with, KD, they look at him away. But he's been nothing but professional. He hasn't came out and said anything negative about the fans, the franchise, nobody. And I just think that a fan like me, you know what I'm saying, deserve better for fans to be saying unscrupulous comments. And it bothers me. You know, it makes me feel like Cam Thomas is unappreciated in the NBA where the scoring part of it is dominated, and we got a offensive player that can score at will. Anytime they want, they can score the ball for the most part. You give them 3 shots, they're gonna score 1 out of 3. And if they hit 1 out of 3, then they, in my opinion, efficiency get better. But I've seen Cam Thomas start hot, especially when he start from the mid-range, then to the three-point line, opposed to the three-point line, then the mid-range. So yeah, I'm hurt, Joey. I think they wrong for that because they can't think of a player that can replace Cam Thomas scoring, and to make it seem like the narrative is relevant because they say he has no defense. That's not true. Jordy Fernandez is subbing players out when they don't show no effort on the defensive side of the ball. It proves it. My point to end my soliloquy: him putting Diane Williams on the bench. No
So
matter how
you don't think his hamstring is like alarming that he can't really, you don't think that's like a lingering thing and it should raise a red flag, his hamstring issue?
No, no, I think the you know what I'm saying, the business side I don't like about it is that the attention is on the rookies because Drake Powell last game and Yago out here giving out food to Brooklyn. Pay attention to them. Don't worry about Cam Thomas. They're gonna put Cam Thomas in a business situation. And you know, Cam Thomas being with the injury without an update, he's gonna have to make a business decision. You know what I'm saying? He's really gonna have to make a business decision, and um, you know, God bless him. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't know when he coming back. That shit is serious, Joey. Notorious. That shit is serious. Without no update, bro, ain't no telling if he coming back to the team or not. You know what I'm saying? So, what is it? December 4th? That's when they decide whether or
December
not
15th. December
No, no,
15th.
Oh,
That's when it
15,
starts.
15.
December 15th.
that
I
shit
don't
is.
know, bro. 3 years
That's
in a row with a hamstring injury, like that's kind of
You
alarming.
know what the problem
Like
is with
I'm looking
Cam?
at that, like
They had him put on weight and then he lost weight. Like you can't put your body through that type of like grind because it could affect other ligaments in your body. And for Cam, they want him to gain weight to be better at defense, and then he got hurt. He lost the weight, looked like better as far as offense goes, but still he got hurt. It's like whatever him and his training people did, like there's definitely not a system there. Like for Cam Thomas, like I think he felt better just being skinnier, where at least he can control his offense. But they tried to make him better defender by adding on weight, but it didn't help the injuries. So there was something wrong there in that type of development with his
mm.
physical body.
Well,
That was
John, for
what I
what
was
I'm seeing, I'm seeing a lot of Net fans saying they liking the way the team is looking without Cam Thomas in terms of the ball movement, in terms of
Yeah,
guys
they
getting their
saying
Here's what I
that.
touches.
say, right? Here's what I say.
oh my
Well,
gosh.
you guys weren't here. I told Breezy Cam is a perfect 6 man for us right now. He can control the second unit. The first unit doesn't really utilize him well.
Oh my
Second unit, he's your
I've
guy.
heard that
Come
too.
on.
I've heard that too. They said, "Yo, if Cam come back, he should be the 6 man. Let him come off the bench." I
Somebody
think
saying,
realistically, I think it for me.
somebody
I'm
saying,
not saying it in terms of his skill set. I'm saying it in terms of the hamstring. I think if you're going to
Right.
bring him back, yeah, let him play the 6 man, bro. Don't bring him back and play him heavy minutes. We still don't know if the hamstring thing is a problem. I wouldn't mind him coming back as the 6 man until he's fully healthy. Like I don't want him. The hamstring is one injury away from an Achilles. Like it can be
Right.
it can be dangerous if you let that linger on too long. So I say ease the kid back. Don't let him get heavy 38 minutes right away, plug him into the lineup. Like let him ease his way back. I do think Powell should start for now. I think man starting is ridiculous at this point.
Yep.
Powell has proven he has way more to his game than we initially thought.
Right.
Um, I think we should explore a Yegor and Drake Powell backcourt until at least Cam Thomas fully healthy, or I don't know what they do with him by trade deadline, but if he's still on the team past trade deadline, yeah, don't rush him into heavy minutes right away. Let see what you got with Powell and Yegor in the backcourt until until he's back to full health. But that hamstring, I gotta watch out for.
People saying they should trade him though when the deadline come on.
I mean, what you getting for him?
Are you gonna
At
trade
Second
this
him?
round pick,
point,
a second round pick at this point. Like that's what I keep hearing.
Exchange?
That's how
No,
low the value is right now. It's
no,
it's like
no,
1 or 2 seconds. That's what it is.
I'm sorry.
That's what Brian
I
Lewis
don't
and
think he
Eric
has
Slater said on
value.
the show.
Them seconds ain't working for him right now, man. I'm sorry.
I
Not
The
don't
even.
only
think he
pro-
got value. He hasn't been playing. He got a hamstring injury as of now. I don't know what team would take on Cam Thomas, and he got to accept that trade. So it's like you're pretty much stuck. He's pretty much. I feel like you're gonna let him walk for nothing. Like free agency is gonna come, his contract is gonna be up, and then he just chooses where he want to go.
LM, are there any
Like
contending
Hold on,
teams right
y'all.
now
Hold on,
that
hold on,
might
hold
want
on,
him
y'all.
though? You see any contending
Hold
teams that might
on,
need him though right now?
hold on, yo. Slow down, man. Slow down, man.
I
Let me.
think Detroit need Cam Thomas.
Oh my God.
Ooh, wow. I
Slow
didn't even have
down.
Detroit as an option right now. Wow,
Yo,
that's
slow
interesting.
down. Yo, come on, man. Let me change the topic, man. Y'all got let me change the topic, bro. Come on, man. Like, come on. Why y'all doing this? Right on my show in front of my face? Hold on,
Yes.
hold on. Hold on. All right. So look, we got Diego Domen in the ninth out of 1 out of 10. How we feel about that, yeah?
Wow.
I mean, it's not bad. At least he on the list.
He on the
Yeah.
list. Thank you. I was hoping somebody said that. He on the list.
Not bad.
He's on the list, man. He's on
Yes.
the list, so I can't be mad at it.
Three-goal. That's what got him on the list. Shooting threes.
Yeah,
I feel like if he
y'all agree
got
with the order though. I think he rightfully where he's supposed to be at. I think he good.
listen, Conknuckle right now, he's averaging 19 per game. I think he definitely deserves to be number one as
Hey,
of now. The
what
kid
list
is
is Diego
balling out,
on?
man. The rookie of the year ladder in terms of the top rookies
Where they got
in
him at? Oh, they
nine.
got him at
9.
9. But then you know what's so crazy? But they talk so much shit about Diego when we picked him. Now they got him at 9. Crazy bird.
That's what I'm saying. If he on the list, that to me that's a W. Like he's playing well than people projected that he would be. People projected he would be. So I mean, if barring injury, dude might look better by the end of the season. Like way better than we
As he
expected.
has more strength and muscle, I agree. I think the offensive mechanics is what people were surprised at. Like the 3-point shot instantly became much better. The mid-range game is now coming alive. Like he learns quicker on the spot than people gave him credit. They said, "Oh, he's a slow guy. Slow guys can only go a certain way." Well, he's amping it up now. So, like
So
that's what a great rookie is.
so
Rookies that can learn and
based off of what you guys seen so far, right? From Yegor, do you think he was worthy of the number 8 pick?
I don't know if I want to go worthy,
To
but
me, that
he's
question,
definitely
yeah, I
somebody
can't
we
answer
wanted
that
to
yet.
draft. I think we all said he would have been our
Wait,
second
hold on.
guy to draft if
I
we had
can't
a
answer
third
that. I can't
choice.
answer that yet.
Hold on, Joey. Hold on. It's the way you ask the question. Let me say this. We have to consider that Diego had the plantar fasciitis, right? No?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, and it's fair to say that with the playing time that Cedric Coward is getting on the Grizzlies, bro. Same thing with Derek Queen, bro. These players are really getting really playing time. So all of these players, and this is where I was wrong at the beginning of the season. I said that Diego Domen will be getting the same amount of minutes that all of the other top 7 players that went before him will be getting in this conversation, top 10. But I was wrong. I was wrong because of the plantar fasciitis. But he's still in the. I'm glad he's on the top 10, though, bro.
I'm
I'm glad.
just saying, bro. I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying, but I think you kind of nuking it a little bit. So all I'm saying is, based off the little sample size we've seen so far, we've seen people laugh at the Nets for taking him at number 8. We've seen a lot of the fan base question the pick, and all I'm saying is, based off of the small sample size of the little 20 to 25 minutes he's getting from Jordy so far this season, do you think that okay, yeah, it wasn't so bad picking Jaeger at number 8? That's all. Or nah, you still don't believe in him. You still think that was a bad pick based
I
off of how
don't
he's
know,
playing so
man.
far.
I think we gotta. For me, I think we gotta get that time. Like it
Yeah.
was a lot of. It was a lot of people that I remember. There was a lot of people that thought Franz Wagner was was a horrible eighth pick until he proved it. So I
Right.
mean, I think with Yago, we just got to give him time. Next year, he could be a completely different player, and everybody be like,
Right.
"Oh, we could have gotten Yegor at a certain time." So
He's definitely
I
handled
gotta give him.
adversity well, Joey. I'll give it to him. He's handled the adversity very well. Like he hears the noise. This guy has a phone. He knows what his weaknesses are. But he even said it like the first day media today. I know I got to get stronger, and I'm going to show you. Like that's what we want in our rookies to know what their problems are and say, hey, I'm going to work on it and actually improve on it. And he's shown you this first month that he's making progress. That's what we
But
Yeah,
want to see.
I will say this about Yegor. For the past few games, he has not shied away from clutch moments, and that is
Right.
something that I respect heavily. He takes
yeah. I
if it's
think
a good shot, he try to tie it up, but he don't shy away from clutch moments, and I
Yep.
gotta give him that. So respect to him for that.
Yeah, I think it's too early to say, hey, if it's going to be like a generational pick or we knocked it out the park with Yegor. But all I'm saying is, before we picked it, before the draft, and the Nets picked Yegor at number 8, everybody thought it was a disaster, and now we're seeing him in the top 10 for Rookie of the Year. Not saying he's knocking it out the park, but I mean, there is some positive upward trajectory there. You know what I mean? Based off of how everybody was acting before we picked him.
Mm.
You know?
Right, I agree, especially with Drake Powell. I think he was drafted way too low. Like this guy looks like a top 20 guy potentially, just because of what he could do defensively and offensively. And imagine this: imagine our backcourt could be Yegor and Powell by the end of the season. That makes those 2 draft picks really valuable because we're starting to figure out what could this rotation actually look like. I want to see Yegor and Powell play together because they've had moments where they work together well. Like
So
there's a
hold on,
chemistry being built there.
hold on. Just pose another question, right? To your point, John, and we'll ask DJ and everybody on the panel, and I'll say what I feel too at first. It's a successful draft, and we got to look at Sean Marks drafting a little better. If we get 2 out of 5, we get 2 starting guards, a starting point guard, and a starting 2 guard. I'm satisfied as a fan. I am. But go ahead.
I'm not going to
I
say
don't
he
I don't
won. I'm
agree
not going to
with
say he
that.
won anything
I think
yet.
if you get
Yeah.
real quick, I think if you get 2 out of 5, I'm like, it's okay. I think if you get
But you're
three out of
starting
five,
1-2 guard in a rotation.
I
That
think
don't
if you
that don't
get
make it sound a
I
little
think
better.
it hits.
I
I think you can get 4 out of 5. If
if you get
Nolan
three
and
out of
Wolf
five,
turned
if you
out to
get
be serviceable, then
no,
to me that's a W.
yeah, if you get 3 out of 5, that's a good draft. If you get 4 out of 5, that's an excellent draft. If you get 5 out of 5, you knocked it out the park. But I can't really say 2 out of 5 is like, oh yeah, I'm ecstatic about it. But if you got 3 out of 5, I'm like, okay, that's a good draft. 2 out of 5, I'm like, meh, okay, yeah, we got a
But you're
couple of pieces.
starting point guard and you're starting 2 guard in the
I
rotation.
don't
That's
know.
If it's 3 out of 5, that's counting Danny Wolf because I think we all feel very highly about him. But here's my thing: it's how Jordy utilizes them the next 2 to 3 years of the development. If these guys are in a huge playoff run and they're your main guys, and Jordy trusts them, like actually trusts them, then yes, this was a great draft. But this is going to depend on how the coach uses them and what does Sean Marks put around these guys. Like I'm not going to say this guy won shit yet because the last 10 years he always seems to save himself with recycling picks or getting a nice shiny star here for a month or two. Like no, see where these guys are in 2 or 3 years. If there are pieces around them and this coach actually trusts them, then I could say this was a great draft because you're actually allowing them to be the guys. Like this first month, November, it's taken real patience for these rookies to wait for opportunities and to really show Jordy, listen, Jordy, I'm showing you what you want to see, but you still got to trust me. So it really depends on how Jordy utilize these guys next 2 to 3 years for this to be a successful draft because they're showing you spurts, but it's when they're in the playoff run where they're the guys leading the charge and Jordy's giving them the confidence and respect to lead that said charge. Then I know this draft is a success. We're not known for developing guys. And I mean, Joey debated so many times. This might be the first year where development actually means a damn thing in Brooklyn. But we still got to see how the next 2 or 3 years play out with the development.
I feel you, bro. But let's give credit where it's due. You got Clax, you got Clowney. It's fair to say Clowney. It's fair to say I want y'all to give credit to Clowney. Let's not skip him because he's in the player development situation. He learned that 3, taking that elbow 3 and that corner 3. He learned that from the G League. That's what he was doing. He's still developing the 3-pointer straight on. He's not knocking that down at a high clip, right? But case in point is give him more time. He will. He had his career high the other day. 31 points is nothing to sneeze at. It's early in the season. It's the first 20 games of the season. He had his career high. That's player development. So that's 2. Right? Say what you want from Cam Thomas, but he learned how to shoot the 3 ball since he got to the league. That's 3. Right? And these are all draft picks, mind you. Not just Cam Thomas. The other 2 as well. Drake Powell. If y'all see the promise in Drake Powell and Yegor, or if y'all got confidence, better say, right?
Flash
or Yegor.
Flashes. I like that we do see flashes or Breezy. I think that personally, when they get more playing time, you'll really see how they play and how they really develop and how they grow. You know what I'm saying? I just think that Sean Marks, my issue with Sean Marks is like this, right? Is my issue with him is that he doesn't his roster constructions be weird to me.
Yep.
And when I say that, and when I say that, I'm not speaking in a tanking season form, right? Like scratch that. I'm speaking in non-tanking seasons, right? Where we never had a big man. I've been asking for the Nets that to draft a big man or sign a real legit big man since
Jared Allen.
forever.
Yeah.
Facts. Right?
Yo, Captain Danny Wolf.
Danny Wolf. He maybe he can do it. Maybe that's our future big man. That's our future center. But to me, he's very frail. He's very skinny. He's not grown man diet weight yet. For me, like I feel like him is he's a year away, maybe 2 years away from literally putting on, some real muscle to handle, the bigs in the league. But
so hold on, JDJ. Let's talk about it. How many anchors on defense? Because that's what we talking about. That the Brooklyn Nets are missing.
Yes.
How many anchors on defense is there in the NBA? Right? How many? Anchors on defense, not Jokic, because that's not what he is.
Rudy Gobert. That's one of them. I mean, Ayton. I mean, that's the second one in my head right now. Who's another big man? I like Wendell Carter a little bit.
Embiid, no. I mean not Embiid. Karl Anthony Towns, no.
He's not a big though.
No, bro. I'll pull up the top 30 in the league, bro.
Yeah, but he's a power forward though. But I'm saying though, we don't have no size, you know what I mean?
No, but what I'm saying is
but they prioritize speed over size.
They prioritize small ball. That's what Sean Marks has ran with for 10 years, and that's not doing anything anymore. People have moved past that. He really should.
Walker Kessler. Yeah, I think we could get Walker Kessler.
We should consider making an offer. If we do the Claxton Boston move, we have over $60 million in cap space where you can make a decent offer that would make Utah have to either match it or they say, no, we'll just let it go. We could have cap space to make an offer for Walker Kessler if we do the Claxton move. It's possible.
Walker Kessler for Clax? I don't know if Danny Ainge would do that.
Can they does money match with Walker Kessler and how much he's making this year?
We can make a money offer. Doesn't have to match trade. We can make an offer to him. He's a restricted free agent. He's a restricted free agent.
I think Kessler is on the 1 year though. I think he's a free agent after this. So I don't know.
So we can make an offer and see if Utah matches. Danny Ainge did not want to match this first year, so maybe he's ready to move off him.
Unless they throw an Ace Bailey in there.
Right. So hold on. So again, that way it impact Claxton. He would just be an addition to the roster, correct?
Wait, what do you mean? As a bench?
He's a restricted free agent at the end of the year.
Yeah, so the Nets could sign him if they let him walk.
If they let him walk, they could sign him. But what I'm saying is that don't involve trading Claxton. That's what I'm trying to get at.
But if we trade Claxton, we get extra cap space to make an actual offer where Utah would sweat a bit Because are they willing to pay more than what we're willing to pay if we want a center so damn badly? That's where it's interesting.
But no, hold on. This is interesting. So how important is Walker Kessler to the next rebuild?
He's an actual center.
He'll fit. I mean, he's what, 22? 20. He'll fit the timeline.
Yeah.
He definitely would fit the timeline.
I mean, listen. So I haven't watched Kessler Walker. Can he shoot? I haven't watched that.
I think he's a good free. I was gonna say he's a good free throw shooter.
I hope AI click that up.
He's a good defender.
Please.
Okay, he's the better.
He'll get blocks. I will say this: you can leave him in the paint. He's 7'1". I think he's 7 feet.
7 feet 7'1". All right, okay, that'll be perfect for us. And,
he can actually defend at a high clip too, so that's like the main reason.
He's is he from overseas, right? Like he's an overseas player, right? Like he's a foreigner, I believe. I don't know.
Me personally, he could be from Timbuktu.
Can he be better than Claxton? That's all Breezy cares about. Yes, probably.
No, I care about the defense. I agree with I agree with Notorious about the ankle on defense. I think all Nets fans agree on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree with that. We're gonna take a closer look at Walker Kessler, man, because I think he averaged like a block and a half a game. I think he do. Let me see. He's been in the league 4 years, so he's not a rookie, not fresh. But look, he averaged. Look at his rebounds. His first year, he averaged 8 rebounds, then 7.5, almost 8.5 first year as a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Then his last 2 seasons, he averaged a double, shy of 11 in one, and just over 12 in another. Bro, he's pretty consistent, man.
The past few years, he's averaged almost like 3 blocks per game.
That's amazing. That's important.
What you need in your as your center, realistically. The only thing is, I think a couple of weeks ago he underwent surgery, so he's going to be out for the season. But he would be a good piece to have back next year in terms of you being your center, especially in the year where you're going to have to be, a winning team.
Right.
So I think he would be a good piece to have going into that.
And that's where you might have advantages. Danny Ainge didn't want to give this guy a lot of money to stay with you, so that's why they couldn't agree to something. Where the Nets, if we trade Claxton, we go from $40 million to over $60 million. We can make an offer slightly above than what they probably want to pay to retain him. So if the Nets are willing to gamble a good amount of that cap space next summer just to get a center, the gamble might pay off for the Brooklyn Nets. Like everybody says that Danny Ainge will retain him. Will he? You couldn't agree to a deal this time, and now he's out for the year. I think if the Nets pull this gamble off for trading Claxton, there is a 50-50 shot we can get Walker Kessler with our cap space. It's
so possible. Hold on, but I'm looking at the chat. The chat is on the fence about Walker Kessler. Range Rover, he said, Range Rover 90, he said, he a moderator on the page. He said, as a former Nuggets fan, Walker Kessler was on the Nuggets division. The idea you would trade Claxton for Kessler, he don't like it. I'd rather keep Claxton coming from someone who's seen Joker entire career. Now, I'm kind of confused about this comment, to keep it real with you. But I hold on. Then he said, the player one says, I like Kessler Walker, but he's a high defender too. He can block shot, but he lacks some mobility. Okay. Easy in the chat. He says, shout to Easy. Let me throw a link in the chat. He says, my fault. He says, my fault. Player one agrees with Easy. He said having a lot of blocks is not always necessarily a good thing. So
that's a Wemby.
So again, I get what he means about the mobility. You want him to be faster, pick a roll. He could be beat to a spot probably. But again, just for what the Nets need, you could put Walker Kessler in a good situation if we got good perimeter defense, you know what I'm saying? And that's contingent on who we have at the 3. Now, realistically, we got MPG at the 3. He ain't really a good defender, so Walker Kessler will be lunch. You know what I mean?
It depends, though. Like, at the center position, how many centers is really
It's
mobile on the
no, I
defensive
gotta
end.
give MPJ more credit than that. He played all right defense.
I don't
Yeah.
know, except for Wimby, except for Wimby, possibly Embiid pre injury. Like, how many centers you really know is mobile? Probably Bam. I'll give it to Bam, but like,
Right.
I mean, you're talking about Jokic, who really can't jump out of a barn. Sengun, I wouldn't really say I mean, on the offensive end, he's mobile, but I don't really see Sengun jumping out the
Jaren
gym and
Jackson.
for blocks. I see Jackson as a 4, really, but I
Jaren
mean, I
Jackson.
don't really see. Yeah, I don't really see Jaren as a 5. I mean, they put him at the 4, so I mean, if I think they got Zach Edey
Ain't
at
he
the
like the
5.
same size as Bam? I mean, he's like
No, he's
Bam is
taller than
really a
Bam.
4.
Bam is like 6'9".
Bam is like a small 5-ball center.
But Ben can he could play both because he's versatile. Like, he can pull up from the mid range. He plays like a 4 in most areas.
Bro,
He
how
could play
big?
the 5, but
He's not
they're not gonna
consistent.
play the 5 now though, because they got Khalil Ware. So now that they have Ware over there, you could put him at the 4, which you can't do with Claxton. With Bam, you can put him at the 4 because he's versatile. You can put him for the mid range. He can bring the ball up. Like,
Yeah,
he
because
can do
Bam
all
can
of these
shoot.
things. You can't do that with Claxton.
Because
I don't
Clax
even.
can't shoot.
So, they can get a guy like Khalil Ware. Okay, we got Khalil Ware. He's a center, but we could put Ware at the 5. We could put Bam at the 4. That works. Over here, I don't know how that would work. Even if you gave Wolf minutes, like Clax at the 4 with Wolf at the 5, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
see,
don't really
that's
see
just
how that works.
no
Like,
point. There's no point of that.
That's
Unless
just
this guy had Pascal Siakam offense, which Claxton doesn't, he could be a 4. But I saw this guy take 2 threes this year. Neither one touched rim.
that's
Neither one.
That's
Come on.
crazy.
Like 7 years. We've been in the
Bro,
league
Threw
7
elbows
years.
up.
oh, come on,
Seven
man.
years. Come
I'll
on.
put Wolf and Clowney together. That's the listen.
Wolf and Clowney
If they
works, I
do make
think.
that trade though, like I want to see, like, because trading Claxton will open up Danny Wolf minutes.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Playing time. So and like Danny Wolf, he is the future. I'd rather listen. Call me crazy. I think I'd rather keep Day than Clax. At least Day
Is a backup. Yeah.
They didn't just need to stop getting in foul
They
trouble.
didn't play like
that's the
dummy
thing.
though. He's like a dummy.
He just need to stop getting in foul trouble. Like, he be getting in like 4 fouls in the first half. Like, and he can't
done
set
that
a
for
pick
5
sometimes.
years.
Like, he gotta learn how to set the pick right sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't mind Day if you keep Day. And Wolf,
I will keep
I think
Day.
Dayron and Wolf could you got something there
I'll
with
keep
Clowney.
LM, I just looked. Jaren Jackson 6'10", Bam 6'9".
Wow.
Yeah, well, I thought he's tall about
Yeah,
one. It
Bam
really
is
don't matter, but
undersized.
Bam is undersized, but he is undersized. But I mean, he plays bigger than what he is.
It's
That's
skill
the
set.
thing.
Be crazy though. He be having that face up jump shot, and he be shooting the ball. And
But my thing is, like, Jaren Jackson coming into the league played as a 4. Like, he was a face-up 4. He can be in the post. He can shoot the 3. I think before they traded him, he was at the 4, and then Adams was at the 5. And then when they traded Adams, they got Zach Edey. They put Edey at the 5, and Jaren Jackson at the 4. So I don't
Miami
know.
Heat fans, they feel funny about Bam, man. They got mixed emotions and shit because sometimes he be falling asleep in the games because I be watching sometimes the Heat games because I like Eric Spoelstra. He
Yo,
be
shout out to
falling
Eric
asleep though.
Spoelstra, man. That guy keeps reinventing the world for Miami,
He
man.
he really got nobody besides Powell and shit and Bam, and like 13-6. That's the
No,
coach.
listen,
That's the coach
they've
Nets
done
need.
better this year.
That's the
Eric
coach Nets
Spoelstra
need.
changed up that whole offensive system, and look at them. Like, I gave it to Eric Spoelstra. That guy keeps reinventing his coaching
they've been
style.
hooping, bro. They've been
Yeah,
hooping.
come on. That guy's a great coach.
Yo, John, would you replace if you could? Would you replace Jordy with Eric Spoelstra right now?
Yes,
Hell
because
yeah.
he actually
Hell
develops
yeah.
talent. He actually
That's the
develops
coach right
talent.
there. That's
Yes.
the coach. Yes.
Come on. Get Eric Spoelstra here tomorrow. I'll pay for the flight. Come on.
I take Jody to LaGuardia, not even JFK. I take him to LaGuardia.
Yo, chill out, man.
Yo, people, that's funny.
Not JFK. I take him to LaGuardia, but there's a construction be going on in LaGuardia forever, so I just drop him off like around construction and shit.
That's funny.
Yeah, you wilding out right now.
You know Eric Spoelstra is way better, Breezy. Come on,
bro.
man.
First and foremost,
way better.
First and foremost, when he first became a head coach in his first 2 seasons, what did he do?
Because he preached defense.
What he in his first 2 seasons? Do you know what he did?
Video coordinator, I think.
Right.
Before that, he was a video coordinator.
His first 2 years as a head coach, bro.
Oh,
he didn't win a championship, Jordy. And at the end of the day, he had talent. He had more talent than Jordy Fernandez as far as draft lottery picks was concerned. They were an expansion team not too long before he got there. You know what I'm saying?
They put
him in a good situation being an expansion team. Like I told y'all, you act like how I feel come from nowhere. The NBA, they took care of a lot of these expansion teams. I feel what you're saying about the LM, but they took care of a lot of these expansion teams before the Brooklyn Nets. Miami Heat being one of them.
They went in with the Drew Smith in the starting lineup.
Yeah, so don't make it seem like Eric Spoelstra ain't have top tier talent. I do give them credit for what they do, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like
Tyler Hero was like a lottery pick too.
Whole system down there, bro.
Yeah, but
Miami lottery pick too.
Miami got lottery picks, of course, with Bam and Tyler, but they ain't really start popping till Jimmy got over there.
And they got Powell too. Powell's nice.
Keller Ware's done really great for them. He's looking like Bam's eventual replacement. Like I think it's Eric Spoelstra because he keeps reinventing the wheel on that team. Like they had a horrible year last year, and like everybody thought, oh, Eric Spoelstra's going to go somewhere else. Look, he didn't go anywhere. He just reinvented the whole team's offensive system, and now they're a team.
I'm wanted Ware on this team.
They got that.
I thought that was going to be a Claxton replacement.
Yeah, like last 8 games, he averaging like 57% field goal, 50% from 3-point line, and 15 rebounds a game. 15 points and 15 rebounds a game. Khalil Ware? He's shooting 50%. Nicholas will never shoot 50% from 3-point line, my guy.
Meanwhile, the Clippers were dumb enough to give Norman Powell away for free to Miami. That guy's been balling too. And the Clippers, man.
To be fair though, I feel like we could have gotten shown love if like we didn't give all our picks away. I'm not saying like really looking at it like this team was just doing things backwards. Like for the past couple of years.
What I'm saying. Hold on, LM. What I'm saying is the Celtics and the Heat is the same guy. They the the good cop, bad cop. They the same. They the NBA hub teams, bro. We didn't do that for us. They did that because they made us do that.
But can we be mad if Danny Ainge was making mastermind moves? Like we can't be mad at that. Like if he run a game on us, then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't blame him for being a smart GM. Like
he played Billy King like a violin, boy.
Like I wish we had a Danny Ainge in the front office. Like making smart moves. Yeah, he took advantage. So we gave
Speaking
up
of terrible
picks.
managers, that's
And
Billy King.
he ate off that. I can't be mad that a smart GM is making smart moves for his organization.
Trades though, yo. Like my issue with Sean Marks is that he's always getting cooked in a fucking trade. I'm like, yo, my nigga, why would you take this offer, son? Like he gotta be more like smarter with his offers, yo. Like you gotta understand, like what do this team needs? Like, they need
the Nets always get killed by like a big guys who's a little bit more brolic than whoever the Nets got. That's it. Every season, Nets get bullied by big guys.
You know what the problem is? They overvalue role players and they undervalue real raw talent. That's the problem with this organization. Like they don't read the room, the system.
What's so real about Yo, hold on. You know what I just noticed, bro? And I'm gonna be here for this because I said it. I think that we all, and traumatized is a bad word, but I think we all in the back of our Net fan mind remember what happened to what Shaq did to us. The closest we ever got. We can remember in the back of our net, or my back of my net fan mind is Shaq dominated. And case in point, if we had a big man to defend that paint,
Facts.
we probably
wait,
feel
hold on,
like
hold
in
on.
our
Back in
natural
Jersey,
mind
yeah.
that
No, we had tough
hold
big
on.
guys. You just
Back in
Shaq
Jersey,
is
hold
just a
on,
monster, man.
No, Ease, what's the
That's
word,
why.
Ease? What's the word,
That's
Ease?
why.
Word, y'all. Hold on, real quick, yo. Hold on. First off, yo, fuck with y'all niggas. Y'all already fucking know. I'm in the audience listening. Y'all already
Yo,
y'all
yo,
already
what's the
know.
word, my nigga?
What's the word, dog? But yo, real quick, yo, my nigga, you talk about the closest, and you go to the series that we get swept, and not the series that we go 6 games in, my nigga. Why did you go to Shaq instead of Tim Duncan, my nigga? Why did
That
you
was the
do that?
closest one. We could have won.
yeah,
We could have beat
no,
the
He talked
Spurs.
about Shaq just
but
now, nigga. He
Could
didn't
have
talk
beat the
about Tim
Spurs.
Duncan. He talked about Shaq. That was the 4-0, nigga. That wasn't 4-2. No,
but
bro.
no,
That was
but
the closest we
that's
was
the
against the Spurs, bro. That was the best defense we had,
And one of
and
the
that was
games,
the
Steven
best shit I
Jackson
had
hit
against
like
you.
a mad shots against us.
because we
On
talk
the Spurs,
we
Steven
talk
Jackson. I hate that guy, yo.
But yo,
easy,
real
easy.
quick.
It's because go ahead, go
Go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead,
No,
go
it's
ahead, bro.
because to answer your question, it's because the conversation derived from Claxton and how he be getting big boyed in the paint. But go ahead, that's why.
Hey, yo,
Yo,
easy.
Nicholas.
That's
So
what
my
the
question for
conversation comes
easy,
from.
yo. So my question for easy is, do you think that the Nets trade Clax, yo, by the deadline, yo?
Yo, he scored. He dropped 37 points. He look like a regular today against the Hornets. Oh
For me,
boy,
bro.
Cat,
Real
Pussycat.
quick,
I call him Pussycat.
real quick,
Yeah,
real
yeah,
quick.
word,
For me,
word.
bro,
Yeah, go ahead,
it
easy.
gotta be the real quick. For me, bro, it gotta be the right deal. You can't just be trading away a good asset like that for no reason. It gotta be a right deal. I know John don't like to hear that, but yo, listen, son. Sometimes you gotta play hardball with the good asset you have, bro. So
What's the
sometimes you
right
gotta have.
deal?
Talk
What's
to
the
him.
right deal?
The Celtics deal is a great
Wait.
deal.
Hold
It's
on,
just
hold
about
on,
the
hold on, hold
pickies
on,
at
hold
this
on,
point. We still got
Good.
a pick
Yeah,
right
hold
now.
on, hold on,
And
hold
yo,
on.
I'm glad
no,
Celtics not
it's not
tanking.
that.
I'm
I
Hold on,
don't
glad,
see.
John.
I'm
No,
not
I'm
about to
let
glad
be
easy
they
on for
finish.
winning.
I'm
Let
not
easy
about to be on
finish. He
for long,
ain't
bro.
finished. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not about to be on for long, bro. I can't tell you exactly what the right deal could be because the NBA is a fluid situation. So you don't know what the right move could be until the time comes. But ideally, you would want a move that could land you at least a high draft pick in this draft right here, another pick. So you have security within this draft, and possibly if you could get a next pick in the draft that you don't have the pick in. That and probably a young player that you could build off from. But that would be ideally what you'd be looking for. But real quick, because I ain't trying to stay on long. I really came to fuck with niggas. This nigga love hating on other teams, bro. Stop hating, bro. Oh, because they do their thing, my niggas. Stop hating, bro. They
Now
do
I'm
their
just
thing, bro.
saying,
Hating
show
on the
us some
Heat,
love,
hating
man.
on the Wizards,
When
hating on the
they
Kings,
showing the
hating on the
Brooklyn Nets
Detroit.
no love, bro.
Damn, bro, you hating on the whole league, dog. What's going on
Nah,
here,
I'm
bro?
just
What's
saying,
going
show us
on?
some love. We always talk about spreading love, and then I think about the Brooklyn Nets and how nobody don't show us no love. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. You know what I mean? I just think that they should be showing more love to the Brooklyn Nets. They should want a competitive team, two competitive teams in one city. They did it for California. They did it for Texas. Do it for New York. Do it for where there's more than one team in a town. It's nothing new. Put money into what we got going on. And again, like I said, I just want love for the Brooklyn.
Breeze, how can they show us
Real,
love
I
if we
just
don't
took
have
all the
assets for
love
them to show us the
that
love?
could go
real
to
quick.
the
Yo,
Or
there's
have
a
a
lot of
direct,
Nets
or have a
haters,
Let me
Breezy.
just
direction,
say this.
or
Let
have
There's
a
a
me
lot
just
of
say this.
Nets
Let me
direction
get
or
off.
haters,
a
man.
structure.
Let me get off.
How can they
Go
Relax.
show
ahead.
us love if we don't got
Real,
assets for them
real
to
quick.
show us the love?
But
Real
people
Yeah.
quick. Let me
still
just say
hate
this
the
one thing
Nets
and let me
though,
get off. Let me say this one thing
like
and
the
let me get off.
Lakers or some shit.
What
Like
you
like
mean?
we won like
What is that
Real
2016.
quick.
supposed to mean?
Wait. Hold on. Hold on.
We
Let me say
traded
this one
all our
thing.
assets. We
Oh
haven't had
my
high picks
Hold on.
since we
Real quick.
moved here.
Real quick. Let me just say this one thing and we get off, bro.
God.
Breeze. I hear your point, bro. Let let him rock, Ellen. I hear his point. But here's the thing. All them other secondary teams you talk about that's in these big markets, whether you like it or not, it's either they have to grind their way out the dirt or they have to drop big bread on the table. Which one do you want to do, bro? Y'all got it, bro. I'm in the audience. I fuck with y'all. You already know.
Shout to
No,
Easy.
you know what's serious about LM just well, you know what's serious
Hold
about LM just said? Like look at the Cam Thomas situation. You know what Jordy said about Tyrese Martin? He's a star in his role. When has Jordy or this organization ever called Cam Thomas a star? But Tyrese Martin gets
on.
called a
He said
star in
his
his role.
superpower was scoring. What do you mean?
No, but it's a parody. Like the Promise organizations, we made ourselves to a parody. Like if we were actually pushing our rookies, not pushing 26-year-olds as like the face of this team right now, maybe the NBA would respect us a bit more. But we have an organization that doesn't know how to lead. That's what
Yeah,
Ellen is saying.
And he'll
bro.
be
And listen,
gone too, John.
I
To
asked
be
you, hold
fair,
on, hold on,
Breeze,
hold on,
when is
Brooklyn Allen. I asked John to name point guards that's a backup point guards better than Tyrese Martin. He named 2 guards, Caruso and TJ McConnell. He's in good company, bro. You keep making it seem like Tyrese Martin is the problem, bro. He not. He not.
It's what they're doing with him. They're making him out to be something that he's not. He's a
Like he's not
fine
part of
vet
our
for this
All
future.
team.
right,
But
so
you're
we ain't
saying he's a
He's not
star in
part
his
of the future.
role?
hold on, nah, me and
Like,
John
come on.
not tonight at least. Go ahead, Brooklyn. What you was gonna say?
Nah, I was gonna. It's just in general. To John's point, like, when's the last time you seen the Nets push Cam like how Minnesota pushed in? You know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't seen them embrace a rookie player or a homegrown talent like
But
that
that's the two
in
different
a
players, though.
minute.
That's a
Like,
that's a real
no, I
superstar.
know, but what I'm
Ant Man.
saying is, what the point is, if he was really like that and they viewed him like that, they would have pushed him a long time ago.
No, they don't view
That's what
him
I'm
like
saying.
that. No
If
way.
they if they
No
view
way.
Cam Thomas as that, y'all talk about, oh, we wouldn't have even been arguing about who would have been getting more touches, Cam or Mikal. It would have been a clear cut, nah, Cam Thomas. But the front office didn't view him like that. That's the like
So hold on,
you don't.
you don't think it's what I said, LM, about how his, who he was close to Kevin Durant. Everybody knew it was apparent to see the relationship that they had. They would ask KD questions about Cam Thomas in a post game, and then KD saying what he said about the coach and Sean Marks. Sean Marks still being here, and maybe it's some of that. Maybe it has nothing to do with Cam Thomas per se, and just the whole, just wanting to go forward amicably and whether he should be included or not. I like him getting a no trade clause, but do you at least see what I'm saying, or even if you agree with it?
I I can see
Or
that perspective on, like, maybe it was from that era and they just got that stench on them where it's like, yo, he's from that era. But at the same time, it's like, for me, if you got a good enough talent, or if your talent level is good enough, that should override anything that you have against the player. Like, we said the same thing. Like, Jordan was out there gambling, a whole gambling addict. Them
Yeah.
niggas ain't care. He got him six. He got him 6 championships. Like, okay, like, go out there and do what you do. I don't care. I don't care what you do off court. I don't care. But you clearly are a winning player. You're adding championships to our team. We're keeping you, regardless of the issues. We're keeping you. Like, it is what it is. So with Cam Thomas, I don't know if it's necessarily that relationship where Sean Marks is like, yo, you're valuable to the team. We want to keep you here long term. And I think it showed in just the contract deal in this offseason. Like, it should have never taken Cam to September to come to an agreement. Like, if that was the case, you lock that man up after the finals immediately. Like, that, it should never have taken that long. But this is the business of the front office and how they don't take priority over things, and how Sean Marks just lays on his butt, just doing nothing until time actually
Exactly.
comes.
But
They
I
act with
think
no urgency.
I think
Like,
with the three superstar, or I guess Steve, if you want to call
Hold
them
on,
three,
people.
all of them
Hold on, people.
superstars.
Yeah, now I'll let you on just because you already know who you are, but I gotta close the show so I could clip it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna have some Thanksgiving clips. All y'all on them, so pay attention to them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brooklyn LM. Shout out to This Is JTV. You know what I mean? I'm gonna call you today for sure. Shout out to Peoples. Shout out to Netorious. Shout out to DJ. And yeah, again, shout out to Notorious for telling me about those unscrupulous comments on X. I
Using
appreciate
big words.
it. You know what I'm
That's what's
saying? I want to let y'all know that if y'all say a foul word about Cam Thomas, it's gonna get back to me. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? But I'm playing again. Show your Thanksgiving. Shout out to DJ. Shout out to everything Brooklyn Nets John. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Shout out to Barry in the chat. Shout out to the whole chat. So many of y'all to mention. You know what I'm saying? try and clip it up. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. I'll be back for the recap soon. Peace.
Happy Thanksgiving, Brooklyn.